What's up, Broncos country? Hey, we're going to break down some more film here today. And as you guys had suggested on some of the comments about who you'd like to see on film next, we're going to take a look at a new fan favorite in Alexander Johnson, what he was able to do for the Broncos coming in 2019. Watching him in preseason, I was really impressed with him. He started every preseason game, and the Broncos would blitz him a lot. He'd have success pushing guys back, and I thought early on, how come he's not starting week one against the Oakland Raiders? Well, the Broncos finally, after starting off 0-4, found a way to get him into the lineup, and it was against week 5 against the Los Angeles Chargers. We got to see him make his mark, and the rest is history. I mean, he was an impact player, and he's going to be an even bigger role player for this Broncos defense in 2020. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get into our film review here. Alexander Johnson. All right, Broncos country, real quick. This is an empty formation by the Raiders. They have a big play here, essentially. A 33-yard catch run by Jalen Richard. As you can see, stacked twins right here. You got bunch trips to the left side of the field here. Now, Alexander Johnson's lined up right here inside number 2, but here's how things kind of play out. Okay, these guys, the corner, this guy in coverage, Alexander Johnson, they've got a combo call, meaning that the corner's going to take whatever comes outside. Alexander Johnson's going to take whatever comes inside, and this is why the play sets up nicely for the Oakland Raiders, because when you run it's almost like a pick route. It's hard to get off this. So let's watch Alexander Johnson right here. Jalen Richard stems outside, cuts back inside a crossface, almost like a pick route. He's got to come and trip. But watch this effort here. Watch him track upfield like a dinosaur chasing his prey back in the day. Alexander Johnson, good effort play here. Unfortunately, it's a big game, but as you guys can see here, too, you're going to see Shelby Harris lined up in a 0-tech, Jeremiah Tauchu outside wide, Draymond Jones in a 5-tech, and the Broncos going a combination of man and zone. So let's take a look at how everything unfolds here. Alexander Johnson gives the communication call to Tauchu, and you're going to see the quick play designed by John Gruden style of offense. Quick passing game inside. Shelby Harris trying to track there. Watch Alexander Johnson's angle there. Especially against a speedy guy like Jalen Richard, that's a good effort play. I love 4th and goal situations. The Broncos were the #1 red zone defense in the NFL last year. This is a big reason why. Watch Alexander Johnson climb over and stop the fullback from getting in the extra effort. And I'll show you guys from the other angle exactly what happens here. But as you guys can see right here on the film, here's Alexander Johnson. The guard is going to try to cut him as he steps into the gap. Right now he's lined up in A gap. Watch the guard try to cut him. He hops over the cut, comes over, and saves the extra effort and saves a touchdown here. Big play. This is a play that Broncos country is going to love here. Now, take a look here. The Broncos playing a little bit of a variation of cover 3. You got Chris Harris Jr. playing a deep third. Justin Simmons, they show the 2 high look, but he rolls down to play the curl to flat. You got Kareem Jackson dropping back to the middle of the field, playing that free safety position in the opposite corner. He's going to be playing deep third as well. Outside backer out here is going to be playing that curl to flat as well. And as we see this play develop, it's a quick passing play here by Deshaun Watson inside to Kiki QT. But here comes Alexander Johnson, gets the ball out of QT's hands after he established initial possession, and he sits on top of QT for a little bit. And then Kareem Jackson, you know what he does? He does the rest. He gets downfield in his homecoming in Houston, celebrates with the touchdown. And you watch Laramie Tunsil here, too. I don't like this guy. I would have been like, get out of here, fool. He knocked the ball out of Kareem Jackson's hand. But watch Alexander Johnson dropping back to his middle hook, sees it, gets a hand in, punches the ball out. After possession has been established, 2 points of contact, 2 feet stepping in. And he's just going to watch and celebrate. These are plays that the Broncos benefited from Alexander Johnson's presence in 2019. He's going to have a big role for the defense in 2020. This would be considered Broncos on Broncos crime. Alexander Johnson meeting the newest running back for Denver, Melvin Gordon, for a loss in the backfield here. He shoots across the gap very quickly for a tackle for a loss here. Love it. And as we see here, the center and the left guard, they're going to double team Shelby Harris. Alexander Johnson shoots over, runs through the A gap, and meets Gordon in the backfield for a loss here. Love the play here. Great effort. Broncos head coach Vic Fangio has mentioned the possibility of 6 DB sets to help take the coverage pressure off inside linebackers. But watch Alexander Johnson right here in man coverage against Austin Eckler. Reads the play perfectly, tackle for a loss in the backfield. I want to show you guys how this sets up here. Austin Eckler comes down in motion, which means that the corner is going to have the tight end. Eckler comes over. He's got to widen out. He tracks that perfectly. Great play in the open field tackle by Johnson. Now, in this play, the Broncos are going to send Alexander Johnson on pressure against an empty formation. He does a great job shucking the hands of the guard, getting inside pressure on Jacoby Brissett, forcing an incomplete and errant throw here. Now, watch how he does it. This right guard is going to try to shuck him, and Johnson uses his hands, swipes, gets across, bam, right in the face of Jacoby Brissett, forcing an errant throw. The Broncos on this play, they'll send both inside linebackers, Todd Davis and Alexander Johnson. The running back's going to be forced to pick up Davis, but the Broncos do a great job collapsing the pocket around Marcus Mariota, forcing him to step up, or really he's going to have to make one move, but Alexander Johnson comes in, collapses it, makes a phenomenal play here on Marcus Mariota. I'm going to show you guys how this whole play is going to formulate here. You're going to see the defensive tackle. Both inside backers walk up. You're going to see the defensive tackle command a double team right here, and you're going to see Todd Davis blitz inside. This running back's going to pick him up. Alexander Johnson's going to come backside, and the pocket is going to collapse from the outside in on Mariota. So we're going to slow it down for you guys to see how it unfolds. The Broncos ran this play several times, and it was a very successful play for them defensively when they really needed to get pressure on quarterbacks. You see a great recovery by Johnson here, who maybe loses a little bit of a step, wraps him up, and brings Mariota down. Good things happen for this Broncos defense when Vic Fangio sends Alexander Johnson. He's a hard guy to block. He's physical, he's fast, and he's got great hands to be able to swipe the point of attack. And watch what he does here. He meets Derrick Henry, the NFL leading rusher. The Broncos held him to only, I believe, 28 total yards, if I'm not mistaken, in this game when they met. But watch, he's lining up in here in between the A and the B gap. Watch how he does. He shucks the guard, bam, makes a tackle in the backfield, shucks the fullback, and meets Derrick Henry for a 1-yard loss. This play is very similar, Broncos country, to what they ran earlier in this game, and they got a sack on Marcus Mariota. It's going to result in a sack on Ryan Tannehill. You're going to command double-team pressure from the nose tackle. You're going to send Todd Davis up. You're going to command attention from the running back, and Alexander Johnson's going to twist across the formation, and he's going to get a sack here on Ryan Tannehill. Watch how it unfolds. He steps up. Double team there by Draymond Jones. Great job by Todd Davis. This is great execution by the Broncos defense altogether. Collapse in the pocket around Tannehill. All right, Broncos country, this was the game where Alexander Johnson introduced himself to the Broncos, and we really saw what he could do here. Now you see a shotgun formation. You can see goal line man. You got man coverage here. You got man coverage here. You got man coverage here. Justin Simmons is going to help on the inside. Todd Davis is manned up with this running back right here, Austin Eckler. Chris Harris Jr. is manned up here on this receiver. These guys leak out. Alexander Johnson's playing a spy zone where he's really just kind of sitting in here looking for anything that comes across inside. He's going to help out Justin Simmons here and the other side of this formation, and he does a great job reading Phillip Rivers' eyes and comes away with an interception here. Athletic play, bloop, intercepted by Johnson. Let's take another look here at this angle. I love this play. This is really where we got to see Alexander Johnson. As you see, man coverage all across the board here. Simmons going to help inside. Watch Todd Davis, Chris Harris Jr., top left. You see Johnson's eyes reading Phillip Rivers. He gets across, reads it, intercepts it, and a touchback. Broncos introduce Johnson to the fold. So as you guys saw, Alexander Johnson made a lot of impact plays for this Broncos defense in 2019. There's a lot of people that are still saying that they need to draft an inside linebacker. Potentially, yes. I know Todd Davis back right now for 1 year. But what him and Alexander Johnson were able to do together, that's what I was really impressed with. They complemented each other very well in comparison to what Todd Davis and Josie Jewell did. And I think that for the Broncos in 2020, Vic Fangio mentioned at the NFL Scout and Combine he plans to go with some more 6 DB sets to take that coverage pressure off his linebackers. And as you see with Alexander Johnson, when the Broncos send him on a blitz or a stunt or a twist, even with a 3-man rush, a 4-man rush, he's very effective at getting to the quarterback, at least causing disruption. And the pocket collapsing around quarterbacks opens things up for him even more. So I think the Broncos are in a good position. So let us know what you think about the film breakdown down below in the comments section. Make sure you write what you think about it. And also, please, it would mean the world to me if you guys subscribe to the channel, Cody Rourke NFL, and also follow me on Twitter, at Cody Rourke NFL. But I'm going to leave you guys with something really, really, really cool. A nice little ringtone here. Let's see. That's Alexander Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, thank you for watching this film breakdown. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, see you then.